Hello everyone, I am Coder and in this video I will be doing a review of match 51 between DC and KKR. So this match was played at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi and it was the first match between these two sides this season. So KKR won the toss and they decided to bowl first. DC scored just 142 runs in the first innings and KKR chased down a target in just 14.2 overs with the help of a brilliant century from Finn Allen, who was the player of the match for his unbeaten knock of 100 from 47 deliveries. Now let's go to the playing 11 for the match. So DC had two changes with Vipraj Nigam coming in for Karun Nair and Mukesh Kumar came in for Natarajan. So Kuldeep Yadav was the impact player who came in for Ashutosh Sharma. KKR played with the same 11 and they brought in Finn Allen in place of Varun Chakravarti as the impact player. Now going to the overs of the match. So in the first innings, KKR started with Anukul Roy and he was hit for a 4 by Patum Nisanka on the second ball of the over to score 7 runs in the over. Then Vaibhav Arora came in to bowl the next over and he was also hit for 6 by Patum Nisanka to score 10 runs in that over. Anukul Roy continued his spell and he was hit for a 4 by KL Rahul and Nisanka hit a 6 to score 11 runs in the over. Then Sunil Narayan came into the attack and he was hit for a 4 each by both the batters to score 11 runs in the over. Then KKR brought in Kartik Tyagi into the attack and he was hit for 2 fours by KL Rahul, but he came back strongly with the wicket of Rahul on the last ball of that over. Then Vaibhav Arora gave away just 6 runs in the last over of the power play with Patum Nisanka hitting one boundary. DC were 55 for the loss of one wicket at the end of the power play. Then Varun Chakravarti came into the attack and he was hit for a 4 by Patul Nisanka and the over went for 7 runs. Then Cameron Green came into the attack and he was hit for a 6 by Nisanka and Nitish Rana also hit a 4, but Green got the wicket of Nitish Rana and the over went for 12 runs. Then in the next 2 overs, only 6 runs were scored with Varun and Sunil Narayan bowling excellent overs. Narayan also got the wicket of Samir Rizvi and at the end of 10 overs, DC were 80 for 3. Then in the next over of Anukul Roy, Patul Nisanka got to his 50 with a 4 on the first ball of that over. But on the next ball, he lost his wicket to a stumping with a wide delivery bowled by Anukul Roy and Nisanka missed the ball. And in the same over, Tristan Stubbs also lost his wicket and the over went for 9 runs. After the wicket of Tristan Stubbs, the next 5 overs went for just 11 runs. Then in the next over, Varun Chakravarti came in to bowl his final over and he was limping to bowl the over. I think he was having some injury in his foot and he was limping very badly. Then in that over, Ashutosh Sharma hit a 6 and 2 fours to score 16 runs in the over. Then he also hit another 6 in the next over of Kartik Tyagi to score 10 runs in that over. KKR made an impact sub at the end of the 18th over, bringing in Finn Allen in place of Varun Chakravarti. Then in the 19th over, Vaibhav Arora got the wicket of Akshar Patel and the last 2 deliveries, Ashutosh Sharma hit 6 and 4 to score 13 runs of that over. Then Kartik Tyagi finished the innings well with the wicket of Ashutosh Sharma on the second ball and Mitchell Starc was run out on the fourth ball and the over went for just 3 runs. Then going to the second innings, Mitchell Starc started the innings with the ball for DC and Finn Allen hit a 4 on the fifth ball of the first over. Then Akshar Patel brought himself into the attack and he was again hit for a 4 by both the batters to score 11 runs in that over. Then in the next over, Finn Allen hit a 4 on the first ball of the Mitchell Starc over and Ajinkya Rahane also hit a 6 in the over. On the last ball of that same over, Ajinkya Rahane got run out with Finn Allen hitting the ball straight and Mitchell Starc getting a hand to catch Rahane short of his crease. Then the next 2 overs went for just 5 runs and Akshar Patel got the wicket of Angrish Raghuvanshi. Then in the last over of the power play, Cameron Green hit a 6 of Akshar Patel to score 9 runs in the over and KKR finished the power play on 43 runs with the loss of 2 wickets. Then in the next over, Vipraj Nigam came into the attack and he was hit for 4 and 6 by Finn Allen and the over went for 13 runs. In the next over, Kuldeep Yadav was also hit for 10 runs with Phil Allen hitting a 4 and a 6. There was a chance on the fifth ball of that over, but Tristan Stubbs dropped a catch of Allen. Then the next 2 overs went for just 9 runs with Lungi Angidi and Akshar Patel bowling very good overs. At the end of 10 overs, KKR was 75 for 2, needing another 68 runs in the last 10 overs. Then in the next over, Mitchell Starc was hit for a 6 by Finn Allen to get to his 50 and over went for 13 runs. Kuldeep Yadav was also attacked as both the batters hit a 6 each to score 16 runs in the over. KKR now needed 39 runs from the last 8 overs. Vipraj Nigam was then hammered for 21 runs with Finn Allen hitting 3 sixes to move to 79. Then in the next over of Kuldeep Yadav, Finn Allen hit 2 sixes to move to 94 runs and the over went for 15 runs. KKR needed just 3 runs in the last 6 overs and Finn Allen needed 6 runs for his century. Then Cameron Green took a single and gave the strike back to Finn Allen, who hit a 6 to win the match for KKR and also get to his 100. Now let's go to the scorecard of the match. So in the first innings, Patul Nisanka 50 from 29, KL Rahul 23 of 14, Nitish Rana 8 from 10, Samir Rizvi 3 from 7, Tristan Stubbs 2 from 4, Akshar Patel 11 from 22, Ashutosh Sharma 39 from 28, Vipraj Nikam not out on 3 from 3, Mitchell Stark run out on 0 from 2, Lungi Engedi not out on 1 from 1. In the bowling card, Anukul Roy 4 overs 2 for 31, Vaibhav Arora 3 overs 1 for 29, Sunil Narayan 4 overs 1 for 17, Karthik Tyagi 4 overs 2 for 25, Varun Chakravarti 4 overs none for 28, Cameron Green 1 over 1 for 12. DC scored 142 for 8 in 20 overs with a run rate of 7.1 and there were just 2 extras which were wides. Now going to the second innings. Ajinkya Rahane run out on 13 from 9. Finn Allen, the player of the match, not out on 100 from 47 with 5 fours and 10 sixes, the strike rate of 212. Ankrish Raghuvanshi 1 from 3 and Cameron Green not out on 33 from 27. In the bowling card, Mitchell Stark 3 overs, none for 31. Akshar Patel 4 overs, 1 for 27. Lungi Engidi 2 overs, none for 7. Vipraj Nigam 2 overs, none for 34. Kuldeep Yadav 3 overs, none for 41 and Mukesh Kumar 0.2 overs, none for 7. KKR scored 147 for 2 in the 14.2 overs with a run rate of 10.26 and there were no extras. Now let's go to the fall of wickets for the match. So for DC, KL Rahul lost his wicket in the 5th over to the bowling of Karthik Tyagi with Cameron Green taking the catch. Nitish Rana lost his wicket to Cameron Green with Narayan taking the catch. Samir Rizvi got out to Narayan with Roman Powell taking the catch. Patul Nisanka lost his wicket to Anukul Roy, stumped by Raghuvanshi off a wide on the offside. Then Tristan Stubbs was bowled by Anukul Roy in the same over. Akshar Patel lost his wicket to Vaibhav Arora with Anukul Roy taking the catch. Then Ashutosh Sharma lost his wicket in the last over to Karthik Tyagi with Ajinkya Rahane taking the catch. And Mitchell Stark was run out in the last over. For KKR, there were only 2 wickets to fall, with Ajinkya Rahane getting run out in the 3rd over with Finn Allen hitting the ball straight and Stark getting a hand to catch Rahane short of his crease. And Ankrish Raghuvanshi got bowled to Akshar Patel in the 4th over, wherein he played the sweep shot, but he was not aware where the ball went and the ball just lobbed up and then bounced and hit the stumps. Now going to the top partnerships of the match. For DC, the highest partnership was the opening partnership of 49 from 30 between KL Rahul and Nisanka. Rahul scored 23 of 14 and Nisanka scored 26 of 16. Then they had another partnership of 39 from 46 deliveries between Akshar Patel and Ashutosh Sharma. For KKR, the highest partnership was the unbeaten partnership of 116 from 64 balls to win the match between Finn Allen and Cameron Green. So Finn Allen scored 83 from 37 and Green scored 33 from 27. Now going to the graphs for the match. So in the worm graph, you can see the Delhi worm kind of going at a good slope at the start, but then after they lost 2 quick wickets in the 11th over, their worm kind of just slowed down. It went sideways, and then at the end of the 16th over, they then picked up the pace in the remaining overs. But on the other hand, you can see the KKR worm. So it started in the same position like the DC worm, but then the worm came down a bit. But then they crossed the Delhi worm in the 11th over, and then they finished the match in the 15th over. Now going to the run rate graph. So here also you can see the Delhi run rate was around 9.75 at the end of the 5 overs, and they were looking very good to put a good score on the board. But after losing wickets, their run rate kept on coming down and ended up at around 6.25 at the end of 16 overs. They picked up the run rate in the last 4 overs, but only managed to pick it up to 7.32. KKR, on the other hand, got their run rate to around 9.667 at the end of 3 overs, and then after the 2 wickets it came down to 6.8, and then slowly it went up, and after the 10 over mark, when Finn Allen started hitting those sixes, it rocketed to around 10 to finish the game. Then going to the Manhattan graph. So first we'll look at the DC Manhattan. So they started well. You can see 3 to 4 buildings around the 10 runs per over mark in the power play. And also the 8th over went for 12 runs. But after that, and you can see the next around 8 overs, only 1 over went for 9 runs, and all the other overs were below 5. Then in the last 4 overs, they had a big over of 16 and 13, and they finished well, but the score was not enough as they didn't score many runs in the previous overs. Now going to the KKR Manhattan. So KKR also started well, but after they lost a wicket of Rahane, they in the next 2 overs went for just 5 runs. Their first 3 overs, they had 2 overs which went for about 10. And also after the power play, the 7th over also went for 13 runs. Then they had some quiet overs in the next 3 overs. After 10 overs, the next 4 overs went for 13, 16, and 21 and 15 runs to finish the chase for KKR. Now looking at both the Manhattan side by side, you can see KKR having bigger buildings at the 11 to 15 stage, where Delhi struggled, and in the power play or in the start, they both the buildings were kind of similar. They scored similar runs in those overs. So at the 8 over mark, you can see DC were 74 and KKR were below them at 66. So they were at a similar kind of stage at the 8 over mark. But after that, Delhi slowed down a bit, and KKR picked up the pace. Now going to the summary of the match. So Delhi again struggled with the bat in the first innings. As I said in the last game, that the conditions in Delhi are not helping them as they are not able to read the pitch. Today also they were 5 down around the halfway stage in the innings, and they lost 3 wickets in the 2 overs. After losing the 5th wicket, they were not able to score runs freely and were just looking to play out the overs and not lose any more wickets. The batting was not up to the mark, and it has cost them this game. Then in the bowling, I cannot say much as they had an under par total, but their bowlers started well with 2 quick wickets. But after that, they were not able to pick more wickets. There was also one catch dropped off Finn Allen by Tristan Stubbs, and that might have had an effect as it was the big wicket of Finn Allen. KKR again bowled well and kept the pressure on the DC batters. They took regular wickets and didn't allow the DC batters to settle down. The moment the KKR spinners came in form, they looked like a very different side. Also, there was an injury concern for Varun Chakravarti as he was limping while bowling his last over. Then in the chase, Finn Allen hit a century and chased down the target very easily. It was a brilliant 100 as they were chasing just 143 runs, and Finn Allen scored 100 runs out of the target. KKR still have an outside chance to qualify for the playoffs. Now let's go to the points table. So KKR moved to 7th position with 4 wins and 1 no result with 9 points and a net run rate of minus 0.169. And Delhi are on the 8th position with 4 wins with 8 points and net run rate of minus 1.154. Now let's look at the graphs. So in the points graph, you can see KKR has moved to 9 points after winning this match, and Delhi remain on 8 points after losing this match. Now let's go to the position graph. So in the position, there is one change with KKR going from 8th position to 7th position, and Delhi coming one place down from 7 to 8. So these two teams swapped their positions after this match. So now going to the playoff chance graph. So after this match, Delhi don't have much chances to qualify for the playoffs, whereas KKR's chances have increased from 0.4% to around 12.8%. So that's it in this video, and let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.